Chapter 3. The Test. Wang Zhuo was also stunned by the scene before him. Only regaining his senses after a long while, his arrogance unconsciously reined in considerably. At this moment, several more rainbow sword lights arrived. After each sword light dissipated, a Hengyu sect disciple would appear, invariably accompanied by several youths around 15 or 16 years old. These youths, both male and female, upon landing, all stared dumbfounded at the scenery before them. Their expressions varied. The Hengyu sect disciples who brought them stood scattered not far away, chatting amongst themselves and sizing up the youths. After waiting a while longer, finally all the youths recommended to this place had arrived. The middle-aged man in black swept his gaze over the crowd.
Among you, only a very few will be selected to become disciples of our Hengyu sect.
The youths were terrified. Wang Ling felt even more uneasy inside. He counted. There were 48 people in total for the test.
For cultivating immortality, natural talent is paramount. The first test is to see if your spiritual root is sufficient. Now, when I call your name, come forward.
The man, expressionless, casually pointed to a youth. The youth's legs trembled slightly as he cautiously walked over. The middle-aged man placed his hand on the youth's head.
Not qualified. Stand over on the left.
The youth seemed to lose all his strength at once. His expression dim, eyes blank, as he walked to the left in silence. Another youth was pointed out and stepped forward nervously.
Not qualified.
Not qualified. Not qualified. Over 10 people in a row were deemed not qualified. No one stood on the man's right side yet. Wang Zhuo was called. The arrogance on his face was gone, replaced by a pale complexion as he stepped forward. When the middle-aged man placed his hand on Wang Zhuo's head, he suddenly showed delight, his tone turning gentle.
What is your name?
Reporting to the great immortal, this lowly one is Wang Zhuo.
So you are the Wang Zhuo Uncle Dao Shu mentioned. Good, stand on the right.
Wang Zhuo was overjoyed under the envious gazes of everyone. He walked to the right, his arrogance returning as he looked contemptuously at the others, his expression supremely confident.
Damn it, he got lucky.
Wang Hao curled his lip and whispered to Wang Lin. Wang Lin felt even more nervous, his parents' expectant eyes flashing before him. He clenched his fists.
Not bad. You go stand on the right too.
The middle-aged man's surprised voice came. Before him was a young girl. Not much time passed before. Most youths had been tested, but only 2 stood on the right. Next, Wang Hao was called. Wang Hao trotted over and stood before the middle-aged man. Before the other could test him, he immediately knelt down and kowtowed heavily several times.
May the great immortal enjoy eternal bliss and longevity equal to the heavens. This lowly one is Wang Hao. You must be very tired from testing so many people. Would you like to rest for a while? I'm not in a hurry. It is fine.
The middle-aged man laughed involuntarily. Among all the tested youths, all were nervous except this sturdy, intelligent-looking boy who even knew how to flatter. Placing his hand on Wang Hao's head, he shook his head.
The aptitude is a bit poor. Not.
Upon hearing his aptitude was poor, Wang Hao's heart sank to the depths. Before the man finished speaking, he immediately took out a jade box from his clothes and presented it with both hands, speaking cleverly.
Great immortal, my father found this by chance in the mountains. He tried many times but couldn't open it. I specially brought it from home to offer it to you.
The middle-aged man chuckled and shook his head, about to refuse. But upon glancing at the jade box, his pupils suddenly constricted. He grabbed it and looked carefully, his face immediately showing joy.
Not bad. It is a 300 Euro Lingji Glossy Gonoderma. Judging by the jade box, it was sealed by a cultivator. No wonder your father could open it.
He paused, pondered slightly, and said with a smile,
I am short of a page boy for alchemy. You seem quite clever. Would you be willing to be my page boy?
Willing, great immortal. I am willing.
Wang Hao was immediately overjoyed, the drastic change exciting him greatly.
Being my medicine boy won't treat you poorly. You can cultivate the sect's immortal arts like other disciples. Stand on the right.
Wang Hao, excited, ran to the right, glaring triumphantly at Wang Zhuo. All the failures showed disappointment, each one crestfallen. Some were already in tears, crying incessantly.
Those who are crying will be sent away directly.
Several Hangua sect disciples, standing nearby, immediately stepped out, grabbed the crying individuals, and casually stepped onto sword lights, swiftly disappearing. The middle-aged man casually pointed at Wang Lin. Wang Lin took a deep breath and walked to the middle-aged man, extremely nervous. His mind went blank, silently praying, his parents' expectant eyes unavoidably flashing before him.
I will definitely be selected.
The other's hand pressed down, and he uttered 3 words expressionlessly that made Wang Lin feel as if he had fallen into an ice cellar.
Not qualified.
Wang Lin didn't know how he walked into the left group. He only felt a roaring like spring thunder in his ears, echoing with those 3 words. Soon, everyone was tested. Only 3 people stood on the right. In the eyes of the failures, these 3 were like heaven's favorites, towering and mighty. Wang Zhuo looked at Wang Lin with particular contempt, his scorn evident.
For cultivation, aptitude is important, but perseverance is even more critical. Use with ordinary aptitude. If you possess perseverance, can still become registered disciples. This second test is for perseverance.
The middle-aged man was expressionless. He paused, then continued.
Ascend the steps from here. Those who reach the top pass. If you fail to complete it by the 3rd day, you fails will be sent back to your respective families. If you can persist, or encounter danger midway, shout, I give up loudly, and someone will take you away.
After speaking, the middle-aged man looked at the 3 on the right with a smile.
You 3, come with me to see the sect leader. Masters will be arranged for you then. Wang Hao, you don't need to go. Come with me to the alchemy room to familiarize yourself with the work.
After giving instructions, the middle-aged man led the 3 favored ones up the mountain peak and disappeared. Wang Lin took a deep breath, his gaze firm. Without hesitation, he stepped towards the stone steps to undergo the second test, perseverance. Excluding the 3 favored ones and the 6 youths sent away for crying, 39 people remained. Among these 39, some were crestfallen, some had determined expressions, and others were hesitant and afraid. They moved forward unevenly, gradually stepping onto the steps, walking towards their different futures.